Hey everybody, welcome back to Board and Savior. Today we're going to be playing Night Shift, a new game that just came out very recently from Exotic Cancer. And little warning here, if you don't like boobs and butts and exotic dancers, you probably aren't going to like this. This game takes place in a strip club. You play as an exotic dancer. You are seeing all of the clientele that you might run into at one of these clubs, and it is like an adult-themed game. So if that's not your thing, go away. Go watch something else. I'll be here next week doing something different. This is a game from Exotic Cancer, who is a former exotic dancer. She designed this game and did all of the artwork for it. So this is like really a labor of love from her and like someone who is an expert on this particular industry and these lovely gentlemen and a couple ladies who we will run into at this club. I have to imagine there is some truth to all of these people and their wild stories. I am playing as Amethyst. There are 5 dancers in the game. They all have like a unique ability. So Amethyst's special ability is to draw 1 extra power card when on stage. So there are a couple moments throughout the game where I will go up on stage and get tips and also get a couple of power cards. I also start the game with 2 power cards. Usually you get 2 when you go up on stage, but Amethyst will get 3 because she's so cool. She's so very, very cool. There's not like flavor text as to why, but I mean, she's got special powers. The 2 starting power cards that I have, maybe I should explain the game and how it works before I do that. So this is Night Shift. I am playing the solo version of the game, which you play against kind of like an AI-controlled dancer named Diamond. You're trying to make more money than Diamond. I have now played this 3 times solo, and I have yet to beat it. It's really tough to beat solo. You just do your best. Do your best. Try to make as much money as you can. Try to make the gap between you and Diamond as small as possible. That's really my goal. So the structure of how Diamond works, first of all, Diamond is starting the game right now with $7,000 because she makes $1,000 every refresh round. Every time we see one of these diamond symbols right there, every time we see one of these moon event symbols, and at this lights on moment, she is going to make $1,000 for every stage tipper, who are these cards with the dollars on the table. The rest of the cards are not tippers. The card backs are not indicative of what is on the other side of the cards. They show you like the number of people that are on the other side, but that doesn't correlate to how much money you will get for them. It's just a little flavor. The only important thing on the card backs is whether or not they tip for who is on stage. So she got $7,000 because there are 7 stage tippers, and every refresh round she also gets one of these cards into her hand, which will get her some money at the end of the game. So how does this game work for me? That's how the AI is controlled, but I'm a person. How does it work for me? I, Amethyst, have 4 energy to use on each of my turns. Every round I'll have 4 energy, and when it is my turn to use that energy, I can use it to do 2 things. 1 energy can be used to move. So I could go 1, 2, 3, 4 and just move. That's not a great strategy, but I am allowed to do that. The other thing you can use energy to do is to flip over these cards. So I could go 1, flip this card, 2, flip this card. That would be 4 energy. At any point that you are on a space with a revealed one of these cards, you can choose to end your turn and roll this die. So let's just see a turn kind of play out, and you'll very quickly like get kind of what happens in this game. Okay. I'm going to do exactly what I just described. I am going to go 1 and flip this card right here, and we have Felix. Let's look at the card anatomy, right? I'll explain how this card works. Don't you even worry. You're worried, but don't be. This is Felix. The world revolves around Felix's unbridled foot fetish, and honestly, he's not going to notice much else. So Felix, he likes the feet. I don't personally get it. A foot is a foot, right? We can agree on that. No, this is the internet. Someone's going to feel a certain type of way about feet. Top left, you've got the name of the guy. Top right, that 3 stars, that is how much money they will give you in the 2 mini games if they are committed to a VIP room or a private room. 1 star gives you the least money, 2 the middle amount, 3 the most. 3-star customers are the best to take to the private and VIP rooms for dances because they'll give you the most money. Underneath that little 6 in the heart, that is their loyalty value. If you successfully complete the minigame in either the private room or the VIP room, you will collect this card, and at the end of the game, you will get a bunch of money depending on how much loyalty you have accumulated. This is the subscriber bonus at the end of the game. So Diamond has some amount of subscriber bonus that she gets automatically every refresh round. We have to actually do a little bit of work to get our subscribers Diamond. Then we've got this section of flavor text, and then at the bottom, this is why you are rolling dice. So if I were to roll a die on Felix, first of all, that would end my turn, so I wouldn't get to use the last 2 energy that I've got. But if I were to roll this die, if I rolled a 1 or a 2, I would be forced to go to the locker room and lose $500. So a pretty bad result. If I rolled a 3, 4, 5, or 6, I would just receive $1,000. Pretty good. Money is nice. And then if I rolled a 7, 8, 9, or 10, I could commit Felix to a private room, which is good. That's this one over here. Private room makes a little bit less money than the VIP room, but both of them make money and allow you to take the cards into your hand as subscribers. So that's not bad, but 7, 8, 9, or 10, not super likely to make that happen, but if I do, he's going to give me more money than someone who might be more likely to commit to a private room with like an easier roll, but they are a 2-star or a 1-star client. So Felix is not terrible. He's not a terrible option here, if I'm being 100 with you. Okay. Let me now look at my 2 special power cards, because these might change what I can do with Felix and maybe make it easier to roll to get them. You know, I don't know what they do. We've got, hey, big spender, play before rolling on an uncommitted customer. If they commit to you, receive a $2,000 tip. So if I were to roll on Felix and get a 7, 8, 9, or 10, he commits to a private room. If I played this before rolling, if I was really confident that he was going to commit, I would get $2,000. So this is a little bit of like, if you're really kind of feeling yourself and you think you can do it, then you could play this and get a little bit of extra money out of the deal. And then I've also got Copycat. Play at any time to use another dancer's unique ability for this turn in addition to yours. The dancer does not need to be in the game. So I can use one time any other dancer's unique ability. So Amethyst's unique ability is to draw 1 extra power card when on stage. So I could play the Copycat to draw 2 extra power cards when on stage once, or I could use Ruby's power. Your 1-star customers are 2-star. Emeralds, +1 energy on all turns. Topaz, receive a free champagne upon entering the VIP room. That's very nice. I'll explain what the drinks do in a second. And then Sapphire, add +1 to all of your rolls. This would just be a one-time +1, but that would be very nice. So, okay, those are both good to know that I have. Here's what drinks do. There are 2 drinks. There's shots and there's champagne. Shots, you can spend to either give yourself +1 energy for the turn. So instead of 4, 5, or if you have multiple shots, you could spend multiple to give 6 or 7, whatever. You can spend them to do that, or you can spend them after you have rolled. So like if I rolled this die right now and I got a 6, I could spend a shot to give myself +1 to my roll and make it a 7. Then champagne, this is used in the private room and the VIP rooms. I'll explain what champagne does when we get there. So right now, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, Felix is a good option to roll on because, like, realistically, rolling a 1 is pretty unlikely. If I rolled a 2 and I really wanted to, I could spend a shot and make that a 3. And then if I rolled a 3, 4, 5, 6, $1,000, not bad. 7, 8, 9, 10, commit to a private room, and it's a 3-star, so that's very, very good. The other option, of course, is to move and then take a shot on whoever this is over here. I think I'm going to roll the die, knowing that on a 6 or better, I could spend my shot and go to a private room. And honestly, on a 5 or better, I could spend my shot and my Copycat to copy the Sapphire +1 to my rolls ability if I'm really feeling it. But if I like roll a 1, then, you know, it's all over. That is a 6. That is a 6. So I will just spend a shot, make that a 7, and commit Felix to a private room. Amazing. And that roll ends my turn. So the 2 energy that I had gone does not get to be used. And now we get to see this fun little dial over here. By the way, this game was sent to me by Exotic Cancer. So like, keep that in mind that I received this for free. And so like, maybe that's influencing me. It's not influencing me on this. This is a magnetic dial. Oh. We got to do it again. Oh, because it's scared. All right, I'm having too much fun. And it works on both sides. It goes both ways. See? It doesn't fall off or nothing. It's great design. We're going from round 1 to round 2. Round 2, no special events, no nothing. So it's just a regular old round. Don't you even worry. Next round is going to be crazy. It's going to blow your mind. You're not ready for it. Okay. Since I am committed to a private room, I'm going to go over to the private room, bring Felix's card over here. I'm going to get this little chip back. And now that we're in the private room, we get to see one of the 2 mini games of Night Shift. Okay, here's how this mini game works. This is a deck of cards that show images, either 1 or 2 images on the other side of them. There are 5 possible things that you could see on the other side of these cards. If you are anti-boobs butts, this is the time. This is the time to click away. Boobs and butts incoming. Get ready. I was wrong. That's crotches. That's not boobs or butts. Okay, so this is kind of one of the worst possible things to draw here. The whole idea of this minigame is you don't want to see 3 of the same image. If you see 3 of the same image, you bust. It's over. It's terrible. The dancers do not want to bust. The men going into the private rooms may want to. I can't say. Good one, Ben. Thanks. So, if this next card, you can choose to stop at any time. If this next card has the yellow panty crotch image on it, 1 or 2, I bust, it's over, this sucks, I get nothing. If I stop right now, I get $1,500 because he's a 3-star customer, and I collect this card into my hand as my subscriber, which gives me a bonus amount of money at the end of the game. Realistic, I mean, we're not going to see enough. There's 5 possible images. I'm going again. Hit me. Okay. It's not, I said it was all over and I busted and it's done, but I haven't explained what champagne does. Champagne, you can spend to redraw one of these cards, or in the VIP room to re-roll a die, because it works differently. You do have to redo the action, though. You can't, like, take it back and say, I'm going to stop here. You've got to re-flip. If you flipped a card, you've got to re-roll if you rolled a die. So if I see panties again, it's over. That's lips. That ain't no panties. Amazing. Since I don't have champagne, I feel like I gotta stop here, because it's just like I get nothing. That's really scary. Okay, yeah, I think I gotta stop there. That's not great. I'm getting $2,500 because you get the amount of money based on the star of the client. So that is $2,500. Remember, Diamond currently has $7,000. So we're at a bit of a deficit. So $2,500. And this guy is my subscriber. He comes into my hand, and at the end of the game, that little heart 6 that he's got, all of the subscribers that I have will be added up, and I'll get a bunch of money for that. Over there you go. Next round. All right, the next round. Look at this. These are the 5 symbols of the dancers, and yes, indeed, this little purple symbol, the little devil guy, that's amethyst. So what does that mean? Well, whenever you see your symbol popping up here, which will happen twice in the game, you are rostered onto stage. You can choose to pay $1,000 to not go on stage, which you might want to do if you were committed to a client. So if everything that I had done had happened like 1 round later. If instead of in round 1, in round 2, I had committed, and now at the top of this round, I was in the private room with Felix, then I would have a choice to make. I could either go up on stage and abandon Felix, that card just goes away, and I don't get the opportunity to do that little mini game and get the $2,500 and get him as a subscriber, or I could pay $1,000 and do that. But I don't have to worry about that right now. I am going up on stage, and here's what happens when you go up on stage. First of all, you make $500 for every stage tipper. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I get $3,000. Amazing news. Amazing. So that's very good. And then you get 2 power cards, or if you're Amethyst, you get 3. So let's find out what our new power cards are, huh? We've got My Lucky Lingerie. Play when any player enters the private room to upgrade them to the VIP room. So if I'm going to a private room with someone, I can upgrade to go into the VIP, which is just more opportunity for money. Champagne Showers. Play at any time to have all players receive a free champagne. I'm going to play that right now. Get a free champagne. I don't think Diamond can do anything with champagne, but I'll give her one. Why not? And then finally, Resurrection. Play at any time to swap this card for any discarded power card. Ooh. Okay, so I could just grab another champagne, or I could do any of these again that I like, that I want, that I like. That's very cool. Okay. So now we go through like a regular round after that stage thing, and I come off the stage into either of these 2 spaces. You can see the little arrows there. I'm going to go there or there. I'm going to go this way because here's a little strat for you. You want to be getting rid of these tippers because they make her $1,000 and you $500. So you want to be getting rid of them. So I'm going to spend 1 energy to flip this guy over. This is Fabio. Ew, gross. Fabio's flavor text is, you remind him of the daughter he never had. Hey, Fabio, that's messed up. I don't like it. He is a 2-star customer. He's got 7 loyalty. If I roll a 1 or a 2, discard this card and end the turn. Bad. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, receive $1,500 and then discard this card. 8, 9, 10, commit to VIP. I think I want better odds to commit to a room. So I am going to go, that was 1, 2 to move and then flip. I'm going to go 3, 4 to move and then flip. Ooh, okay, great. One last mechanism to tell you guys about. This is Jenny and Fred. If you'll see up here, they are a 3-star customer for me. They are a 3-star customer for the purple dancer for Amethyst, and they are a 1-star customer for everybody else. And there's a bunch of cards that are like, this is a 3-star customer for Topaz, but a 1-star customer for you. But this really works out because it's 3 stars for me. So on a 1, 2, or 3, I go to the locker room. Oop, gotta read their flavor text. That's like the best part of this game. So Jenny and Fred, their kids have moved out and they're trying hard to reconnect. They want to explore something new. Oh, maybe they want to explore me. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go to the locker room. That's not good. This is the locker room. You don't want to go there because it's bad. 4, 5, 6, 7, commit to private room. 8, 9, 10, commit to VIP and receive a champagne. Oh, you know I'm rolling. Do I want to do anything before I roll? If I roll just a 4 or better, I'm going to do it. I'm going to play Hey Big Spender. If this client commits to me, I receive a $2,000 tip. Yeah, this is great. This is great. So on a 4 or better, they commit. That is a 3, but don't you worry because I have the Copycat power card. I will play at any time to use a dancer's unique ability for this turn. I am using the ability that gives me +1 to all of my rolls. That is now a 4. They are committed to the private room. Now I have a real question. Do I play Lucky Lingerie to upgrade them to the VIP room? I don't get the champagne because it doesn't like change the card result. Upgrade to VIP. So the difference in VIP and private room is the private room, it's very unlikely, or it's uncertain what cards you'll draw in what order. I mean, there's a chance that you could draw like all of the one image of everything, and that would be very good because you've got $5,000 then, and then you can draw like an image with 2 different ones, and you're up to like 6,000. That's very good. But the VIP room, you'll see down here, It goes all the way up to $10,000 for a 3-star client, and realistically, you're getting like $5,000. Like most of the time, you can probably walk away with 5 for a 3-star client. I think I'm gonna upgrade. I mean, maybe I don't want to waste it. Maybe I could spend it at a better time, because this is still gonna be good. I'm gonna save it. So they are committed to a private room, and I'm sticking with that. So we're gonna go to the next round. Okay, so the next round is a refresh phase. So here is how a refresh phase works, and this is the first one that you will be seeing. All of the revealed but uncommitted customers are discarded, and then all empty spaces are filled in. This is usually how a refresh phase works. In like a competitive game, you stop here. In a solo game, you take all of the non-stage tippers that are currently on the board, so the ones without the dollar on the table, you put them on the bottom of the deck, and then you draw out or deal out new cards into all of the spaces to make it more likely that Diamond will just simply clean up here. And she actually does not do that well. This is pretty nice, actually. She makes only $5,000 here, which I will say is pretty unusual. She's usually kind of raking in the big bucks with this. And then she gets the topmost card as a subscriber into her hand for some extra money at the end of the game. She's not going to need it, but she's got it. And now a round begins as normal. And at the top of the round, the client that I was committed to goes over to the private room. Yes, to the private room over there. Okay. So we are in the private room. We know how the private room works. We haven't seen the VIP room yet, but we'll get there. There's still time. Okay, so we know the deal. We've got boobs, butt. So if we see boobs, boobs, or butt, then we bust. That's butt. Dude, what are the odds? Not good. Okay, so we're getting rid of that. We're spending our champagne, and we have to draw again. That's butt, lips. So if we were to draw again and we saw boobs, boobs, lips, lips, or one butt, we would bust. Dude, we need to make more money. We've seen boobs, crotch, lips, and butt. What are the odds that it's a butt? I mean, they're pretty good. There's a lot of butts in the world. I'm going for it. Lips, crotch, all done. Calling it there. So this is a 3-star client for me since they like amethyst. This is $1,000 to $3,000. We're going to call it there. Collect our $3,000. And that is 3. And then Jenny and Fred into our hand for our subscriber bonus. Nicely done. Okay, next round. If either of these two dancers were in the game, then something would happen. They would go be rostered on stage, but they are not, so this is just a regular old round, and I enter back onto the floor from here, and this does cost me 1 energy, so that is 1 energy spent right there. Now, we've got an interesting little conundrum here, right? Because this next event, Diamond is going to get money for the stage tippers, but the one right after, we get money for the stage tippers. So I think we want to clear these guys away if we can. It's just I think it's just good form to make it as unlikely as possible for her to make money, because she makes so much. So this right here is Oscar. He is a 1-star client for us and a 3-star client for Ruby. He's got a loyalty of 6, and Oscar served his date microwaved chicken nugget. Why did I say singular? Chicken nuggets. Somehow that didn't work, and now he's here. I think Oscar's big mistake there was not doing dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets. I think if they were dinosaur-shaped, things might be different. If we were to try to commit to Oscar, we're pretty likely to. It's only on a 3 or better that he commits to a private room. That's pretty likely, but he's a 1-star client, which kind of sucks, because that's just not a lot of money. Like, these cards over here, the ones that we just got 3,000 from, it would only have been 1,500 if he was a 1-star client. that's poo-poo stinky. So I am going to spend a third energy and then a fourth energy to flip this one here. This is Rory and Sean. They've been cut off from ordering any more drinks, and they are barely able to count their own cash. Sounds like they might be willing to part with it for me. I'm going to try. I'm going to roll here. If we get a 1 or a 2, we discard all of our shots in champagne. We have none, so no real loss there. 3 or better, receive 3 shots. 9 or better, 3 grand, discard. So really, we're probably getting 3 shots here, right? 7. Yeah, so we'll take 3 shots. So this, as a little reminder, this is extra energy that we can use on our turn, and it is also +1 to rolls if we would like to use it that way. Okay, so now we have this here event. Yeah, we have this event, which is one of these event cards. Let's find out what it is. It's the Hour of Power. The full moon casts a powerful aura over the club, bringing everyone a sense of heightened indulgence. First, we will refresh the board, and then all players receive a power card. The first power card each player uses this round is not discarded on use. Okay, so we get a power card, and we want to use one this round. The one that we just got is security. Play on your turn to have any customer escorted out by security. That's not one that we really need to be using, probably. And we refresh the board. So all face-up uncommitted customers are discarded. The board is refilled. And then in the solo mode, all of the non-tippers are put at the bottom of the deck and redrawn. Okay. So right now she is making 6,000. That is now 7,000. That is 7,000. Just 7,000, and she gets this one into her hand. Okay. 5 and 7. And here we've got a little pickle situation, because we are about to be rostered on stage next round. So we probably don't want to commit to anybody, because if we commit to somebody, then we would have to either pay 1,000 to not go on stage to stay committed, or lose the commitment to go up on stage and get our power cards. And we want our power cards, and we gotta use one of these power cards now. We're probably not using that one, so we probably want this guy. Swap this card for any discarded power card, and we wouldn't get rid of this, I guess, with Hour of Power. I think that's kind of how that would work. So it's sort of just like I could play this to get any of these things back. So let's take a look. Let's see what options we've got available here. We've got 3. We've got the Copycat. Use another dancer's unique ability, including mine. Hey Big Spender for 2 grand. Or all players receive a free champagne. Free champagne is good. The other way that you can get champagne, aside from it being on cards, if you move all the way around the board to any of these 3 bar spaces, you can pay $1,000 at the bar for champagne, or $500 at the bar for a shot. And that is like a free action that you can do on your turn as long as you're in one of those spaces. Copycat seems good since it's like versatile. Like we can do whatever we need to do with that one. But the free champagne is really nice. I think I'm gonna take the Copycat. The versatility seems important there. Because I am about to be rostered on stage, I think I'm not going to get rid of the tippers right now, because I'm right up next. And then after that, I don't go up on stage anymore, so I can get rid of all of the tippers that I possibly can. So I'm going to spend 1 energy to go here, 2 to flip. This is Caitlin. Ooh, this is a fun one. This club brings back memories. Rumor has it that she's the artist behind Exotic Cancer. What the heck? Is this Exotic Cancer? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe she just drew some random lady and pretended like it was her. I don't know her life. If I wanted to roll on Caitlin, the things are for a 1 or better, receive a champagne. 3 or better, receive a power card and then discard her. 5 or better, receive 2,000, discard this card. So that was 1 to go there, 2 to flip. I'm going to go 3 and flip for 4. We have the rather terrifying Elliot here. Elliot is convinced that one of the dancers is an extraterrestrial in disguise and is here to make contact. Place your bets. Is it emerald? Is it topaz? Is it amethyst? Is it ruby? Is it sapphire? Which one seems the most alien? Green? Probably. It's probably green. Okay, and for him it is 3 or better to receive 2 champagne. Dang. There's a 3-drink limit. You can only have 3 drinks at a time. But if I were to gain extra drinks, I would choose which ones to keep and which ones to get rid of. I think we're gonna roll on Elliot, because 2 champagne is like, that's so good. And we don't want to commit to anybody right now because we're going up on stage. So, I mean, honestly, any number here is fine. That is a 9. You can choose the lower options if you want to. I will not commit him to VIP since I would need to spend money to do it, and I wouldn't get to go up on stage, and I want those power cards. So I'm going to receive 2 champagne. I'm going to get rid of 2 shots to get 2 champagne. The shots are nice, but the champagne is like, you really want those re-rolls because it's really scary if you don't have them. Okay, that is the end of this round. When you roll, the round ends. We go to me up on stage time. Me is now on stage. So I get $500 for every stage tipper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, $3,500. Amazing. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. And 2 power cards plus 1, because I am Amethyst. 1, 2, 3. My new power cards are, let's take a look. Make It Rain. Play at the start of any round to immediately collect tips from all tipping customers. Cannot be used if you were on stage this round. That's fine. This is so good. So probably like after the next refresh, maybe something like that. Because we know we're getting another tipper for sure. Ooh. We'll see. We'll see. That's really good, though. That's really, really nice. Waitress, play at the start of your turn to buy drinks without being at the bar. So you can just like pretend like you're at the bar, whatever space you're on. That's also nice. And finally, Sweet Talker, play on your turn to collect an uncommitted customer to your hand. They become your subscriber. I'm doing this right now. I am going to grab Caitlin here. In the game, I'm not grabbing anybody. That's scary because she's a 10. She's a 10. Man, I'm just complimenting Caitlin left and right. 10 subscriber. She might also be a 10. I don't know. I've never met her. I don't know. Okay, cool. That is the end of the stage phase. So now I choose which direction to move off of the stage. I think we still want to get rid of tippers because we're gonna replenish after the next refresh, and then I'll use the Make It Rain situation. So I'm gonna go this way. 1, 2 energy. Oh, Clarence, I know him. Clarence talks nonstop and is known to be a clingy time waster, but rumor has it that he is filthy rich. I'm not messing with Clarence. His whole thing is that you can only get money from him. You cannot commit him to a VIP room. He would be a good one to do the Sweet Talker on because he is a 10 loyalty for the subscriber bonus, but nah. Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Ooh, 3-star. Zach and Roger. They told their wives that they're going on a fishing trip, but they've come here instead to enjoy the scenery. I think they might be talking about boob and butt. I don't know, but I think. I like Roger's beard. Okay. On a 1 or better, get a champagne. 4 or better, private room. 9 or better, VIP. We are rolling on that. You already know. That is a 7. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to have them commit to a private room. Cool. You're following? Then, in the next round, where nothing in particular happens because I'm not one of those dancers, I am going to play... I'm going to play Lucky Lingerie. Play when any player enters the private room to upgrade them to the VIP room. So I go to the private room, but then, psych, it's the VIP room instead. So Zach and Roger are with me in the VIP room, and you're going to learn how the last little mini game that we haven't bumped into yet works. Here is how it works. I got to move the mic because I need access to that bottom part of the board. Okay. Here's what you do. Whatever dancer you are, that trait is already locked in. That is one of the things that, these lustful men are coming here to see. She's, I don't know, feisty. I don't remember what the names of the traits are. The other traits are like luxurious, fun, intellectual, companionship-y. And this is a push your luck as well. You roll this die. If you get any result other than the ones that you already have, you add it to this track. So I'm just going to show you how it works. So that's the one that I am. So I am going to spend this to re-roll. Man, I just wanted it to be a good example, and it didn't work. Okay, so we got the green fun. So you put that on the track. Now I could roll again. If I got the purple or the green, then I would bust. If I don't, then I would add that to the track and increase the amount of money. It's it's 6 results out of 10 that are not the ones that we've got. Better than 50% odds, and we've got a second shot if we need it. Man, this is not going very well. We have to reroll here. That is companionship, and we're going to call it there. We have no additional rerolls, so we're going to stop right there. So since they are a 3-star client, and we are on a crush level, that is $5,000, and we put them into our hand as our subscriber. That is $500. That is $5,000. They go into our hand. They are ours now. We have collected their very soul. The essence that makes them them is mine. Or not that. I don't know how it works. Okay, refresh round time. Let us get rid of all face-up uncommitted customers. Let's replenish the board. And finally, let's get rid of all of the non-stage tippers. Put them on the bottom of the deck and draw new cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so... and we need the 1 for diamond. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, $10,000. Okay, but it's okay. Because, you can kind of think of that as only being $5,000 because I am going to use my Make It Rain, play at the start of any round to immediately collect tips from all tipping customers. So that is going to be $500 each for me, or $5,000 total. So that's pretty good. That's a good use of a power card to get $5,000. That's pretty great. And we might... Yeah. We are going to play Resurrection. Swap this for any discarded. We're going to get Make It Rain back, and we will immediately play it again. It just says can't be used if you were on stage this round. It doesn't say you can't use it twice in a round. So we are going to completely negate Diamond's 10,000 and just make 10,000 of our own. That's what I call night shift. Okay. We are going to take 1 action, 1 energy, 2 to flip over Gilbert. It's probably Gilbert, but we'll call him Gilbert. There is a search party out for Gilbert. He's disappeared from his retirement home, bingo night, again. If it keeps happening, is he not doing it on purpose? So Gilbert, he's not bad. He's not bad. He's a 3-star customer, 7 subscriber points. You got to roll a 7 or better for him to commit to VIP. You got to roll a 7 or better. That's kind of a tall order. Because I would need a 6 or better since I've got the shot to spend to up my roll. I would need a 5 or better because I've got the power card that lets me do another dancer's ability, give it another +1. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, it's a better than 50% chance, but it's a little scary. Like, guys that we have bumped into before commit to VIP, committed to private room on 7. Okay, so he's about the same. VIP on 8, VIP on 9. Okay, so maybe he is kind of a good option here, comparing it to what we know. I'm going to go for it. I feel like you can't really win this game without taking big swings. I think you can't win it without taking big swings. And hey, I'm just going to roll a 7. I'm just going to roll a 7 right here. Easily. That's literally a 1. That is a 1. Copycat security waitress. Can you security to like prevent the thing from? I guess end turn is like that's gonna happen no matter what. What are the other copycats? Can I add one to your rolls? 1 stars or 2 stars. 1 energy. Free champagne for VIP. No like re-roll option there. So what I would have to do to not end the turn is spend my shot and spend my copycat. That does not really seem worth it. I think we just get kind of screwed there. And the turn ends. We go to the next round, and the next round is nothing special, so just a regular one. So I'm going to go 1 and 2 to flip, because if I don't like this, I can just go back to Gilbert for 3, and then, you know what I'm doing. This is Lewis and Charles. They are obviously more into each other than any of the dancers, but they're happy to spread some love. They are a 2-star customer, 7 loyalty, and 3 for a private room, 9 for VIP. 1 or 2 go to the locker room and lose $500. So obviously much better odds of getting them into a room than Gilbert. But 2-star, I think it's still worth it. I think the cost benefit, that is a 3. Okay, we don't need to spend anything. They are committed to a private room. And we are going to move along to another event phase. This event is happy hour. Customers are buying and feeling particularly generous. They buy drinks for all the dancers. So you refresh the board, and then players receive 2 drinks of their choice. You can still only hold a maximum of 3 drinks. I'm getting 2 champagne for sure, homie. Okay, let's get rid of the face-up uncommitted customers and replenish the board, and then get rid of any non-stage tippers. Okay, that did not change things much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 grand. That's a lot of meatballs. I grabbed way too many thousands. And by that I mean only 2. Only 2 too many. That's not way too many. 2 is not way. 2 is not way. Cool. And then she gets 1 of those. That's the second to last one. There's only 1 more of those where she gets a ton of money. So there you go. Okay, we are going to the private room with Lewis and Charles. Where's Lewis and Clark at? Come on, man. Beautiful. We are now in the private room. We got 2 champagne glasses to spend if needed. Butts, crotch. Lips. Okay, so if this is now lips, we bust. If it's lips, butts, crotch. I think we've already seen butts, and crotch. I don't know. I think we have. I think I'm going for it. Boobs, lips. So that's a bust unless we do this, and then it's not. Boobs. Boobs is not a bust. Or is it? That's good. That's a good bit. So now if it's boobs, butt, crotch, or 1 lips, that is a bust. And we have 1 more. I think we want to save the champagne, man. I think we want to save the champagne. This is not an incredible performance. I mean, a lot of stuff happened in the performance, if I'm being real. There are 2 stars, so that's $500 plus 1,000 plus 500. That's 2 grand. It's better to go to VIP. 2 grand, but we get them. They go into our hand for that sweet subscriber bonus at the end. We go right there. Next round, regular old round. Okay, so we really want to commit to somebody in this round, if at all possible. Because here's the thing. Here's a little tech tip for you. If you commit in this round, and then you're in the room in this round, you can commit during the final round, and then you process any unresolved commitments. If, however, we don't commit here, we do commit here, we do the dance in the private or VIP room here, that's just the end. So we really want to make sure that we commit this round to maximize the goodness. So we're gonna go 1, 2. We're hoping to see, this is ideal. Very low cost of admission. On a 1, we get a shot. 2 or better, private room. 5 or better, VIP. So, I mean, ideally 5 or better here. That is a 3. Now the question becomes, do we spend a shot and copycat to make this a 5 and go to VIP with Dimitri? By the way, didn't read Dimitri's flavor text. Dimitri isn't interested in light entertainment. He's a practicing pickup artist, and he wants to date a dancer. Remember earlier where I didn't pluralize a word that was plural? I just pluralized artist for some reason. I think something's going on. I'm going to use security actually right here. Security does not specify that the customer has to be face up. So I'm just going to discard this guy. Let's find out who they were. But just to have Diamond have fewer stage tipper possibilities. Does it have to be? When does it have to be? On your turn. Yeah, so that would be... I can't control it. I can't do it like after the refresh happens, but before she collects money. It's got to be on my turn. So this was Donald and Julian who is getting discarded. Julian has just had his heart tragically broken into tiny pieces, but luckily, Donald knows just the place for therapy. I think it's this club, not a therapist's office. Donald, silly goose. Do I spend a shot and the card? I think I do, because I can, on the top of my next turn, I can use this to buy drinks, even if I'm not at the bar, and like replenish whatever I need. So I'm going to spend my shot, and I just took a shot, and then copycat to give myself +1 to the roll to bump my 3 up to a 5 so that Dimitri is committed to VIP, because that's where the money gets made. Come on, everybody knows that. And now we go to the lights on phase. Lights on is a unique refresh round where after performing a normal refresh, like so, and then discarding all of the non-stage tippers. Okay, so her last one of the game is going to net her $1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, $9,000. Let's just give her 10 and take away 1. That's a lot of meatballs. That's a lot of meatballs. But this is a different kind of refresh phase, because after that, everyone is flipped face up. The lights are on, and we will be going through all of these characters because, like I said, this is the most fun part of the game, is figuring out all of the potential customers. They're just very, very funny. So we're gonna look at all of them. I see a couple that I have seen before that are very funny. I have one in particular that I'm hoping to see. They're not there. You'll just have to wait. I am gonna do a review of this game in a couple weeks, so they will indeed be included in that game. There is I think the funniest card in this game is a group of 3 men. Who are they? You'll never know unless you come back in 2 weeks. Okay, who have we got? We have Nicola, a polyamorous divorce lawyer who comes here to encourage infidelity and find new clients. That's pretty smart, Nicola. I like the way you think. Then we have, of course, Dad, an absolutely classic night shift card here. You've managed to stumble across your father in the club. This is terribly awkward. This card cannot be skipped, so if you flip this card over, you cannot move away. You have to interact with your dad in just the most awkward way possible. All of the possible results are bad. Of course, this would be a bad thing to see in the club. Then we've got Nicholas and Adrian. The road to love is bumpy, and meeting girls elsewhere hasn't paid off, so they thought they'd try their luck here. Good luck, fellas. Truly, truly good luck. William is an exhausted priest taking a break from the burdens of others' sins to indulge in his own. Wow. Conclave's getting crazy. Harold and Kitty. Kitty brought her sugar daddy Harold to the club so that he can redistribute some of his wealth to her friends. Oh my God, Kitty. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's nice. Then we've got Egbert. Fantastic name. I know a lot of Egberts. After a long day of drinking at his son's first birthday party, he looks like he's about to vomit on someone. He does. Well drawn, Exotic Cancer. You captured the face of a man who's about to yark very well. Is yark a term? It is now. We can say Yark. Nigel, wow. What a look on that guy's face. He is ecstatic. He's been saving for years and has cracked open the piggy bank to finally treat himself and to treat me. Thanks, Nigel. We've got Tyson here. Despite a life-changing shark encounter, Tyson jokes that he can single-handedly show you a good time. I get it, because a shark ate his arm. Wallace received a large inheritance that he is eternally feeling guilty about. He's here for ethical wealth redistribution. Wallace! Nice! Wallace and Kitty both, putting in the work. Michael here, terrifying face, legitimately never leaves the club. He's really obsessed with one girl, but loves to prey on the newcomers. Gross. Don't like Mike. Then you've got Rob, Sam, and Leo, finally. They keep pointing at each other and saying, no, he wants a dance, but apparently none of them do. That feels like something that Exotic Cancer may have experienced personally. Okay, we've seen them all. Now it's time to go to the VIP room with the pickup artist, Dimitri, and see if his moves are as good as he claims. Let's go find out. Okay, move the mic away so that I can play the mini game. Okay, we've got the purple little devil locked in. It's not going to be a purple devil, I'll tell you that much. That's pink. That's different. Okay, I'm going again for sure. Going again for sure here. That is blue. Haven't seen blue before. A little intellect one. Okay, so here's the thing. We've got a 40% chance to do well here. And we have one reroll. So you got a 40% chance and then a 40% chance. I mean, that's not amazing odds, but two 40% in a row is better than one single 50% chance. I mean, we're here to make money. We're here to make money. We can't make money if we're scared, you know? You got to take some big swings sometimes. So we want to see green or yellow. Green or yellow. That's yellow. Now I'm going to stop because he's not a 3-star, so it's not really worth it. We only have one reroll here. 220% is not very good. Okay, that's wonderful. That is $6,000 for us. $6,000. Okay, Dimitri. Thanks, brother. Okay, let's grab 6K. Good. Wow. Okay, now we're going to move our dancer there. It is now the final round. And we have one power card that we have to use at the start of our turn to buy drinks without being at the bar. Okay, I think we got to figure out what we are doing with our turn. Let's figure that out. This is interesting. Let me do something real quick here to see what we're at subscriber wise. So we have 7, we have 17, we have 23, we have 29, we have 36, we have 42. And the max amount of money that you can get from subscribers is if you have 50 or more subscriber points. So if we get 8 or more subscriber points here, then we get the max money. Let me check what the threshold is. So anywhere from 45 to 49, you get 15,000. 45 to 49, 15,000. So we would need 3 more to get in there. And then 20,000 is the 50 plus subscribers. So a $5,000 difference if we can link up with an 8 or better. Who are the 8s or better who are available? Wallace, but he can't go into one of the rooms. He doesn't have that as an option on the card. Tyson, but he only commits to VIP on a 9 or a 10. And then Nigel, who commits to a private room or VIP on a 3 or 6 for VIP. So, but he's a 1-star client. So the question is it more worth it to get the 5,000 extra dollars? It's got to be worth it to get the 5,000 extra dollars. I think we have to go with Nigel. So now, do we want to really make sure that we go to VIP and like use this card to buy shots, or do we want to buy champagne so that whatever minigame we play, we're likely to make more money? But he's just a 1-star, so like that's 2, 3, 4, 6 for VIP, and then I think they're almost all $500 amounts for the 1-star for private room, and you're usually getting like 3 or 4 of those cards, so maybe $2,000. And you gotta remember, buying these drinks costs money. So whatever money we spend, we have to like be confident we'll make back and then some. Otherwise, it's not really worth it. The most important thing if we go for Nigel is just making sure we don't bust, because we want to grab the 10 subscriber bonus. Gosh, this is a tough one. I think I am going to pay $1,500. There's just a 1 there. I gotta go digging. I think I'm gonna pay $1,500 to take 1 shot and 1 champagne. Because now on a 2 or better, Nigel commits to a room. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. We want a 2 or a better here. That is a 4. So we don't have to spend the shot. He is committed to the private room. And now we go to the final secret round, the unresolved commitments round, and bring... I can move this mic back over here now. We bring Nigel over to the private room. And this is our last minigame. And again, the important thing here is that we don't bust. He's a 1-star client, so we're not going to make a ton of money no matter what here. So let's see this. Okay, butt, boob. If we see boob, boob, or butt, it's over. But that's very unlikely, so I'm going to keep going. Just shoes. Going to keep going. Lips, butt. Now, if it's single butt at all, we lose. If we stop now, this $1,500 makes back what we spent on the drinks. So I think we want to make sure we at least profit, right? I'm going to go again. No buts. That is crotch lips. Do we stop there? Because now it's either 1 lip, 1 butt, 2 boob, 2 crotch, 2 shoes kills us. I think you gotta stop there and just take the $500 profit from the drinks that we spent. I mean, we got 2 redraws though, but it's just there are so many things that kill us. A double of anything kills us. A single of butts, a single of lips. We're going for it. Just shoes. We're stopping there. $2,500. $2,500. So we are officially stopping there for $2,500. Nigel is our subscriber, but for fun, let's just see what it would have been. That doesn't kill us. We could have gone 1 more. That would have killed us. So if we redrew, that kills us. We redraw. That doesn't kill us. We could have ended with another $1,000 if we weren't so dang cowardly. But I think that's okay. So now let me tally up some cash. Okay. Diamond is at a total of $56,000 with her money from tips and from her subscribers. Now I gotta do me. Okay. I have put my money plus my $20,000 subscriber bonus for having 50 plus subscriber loyalty into this stack. $56,000 is the number to beat. 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 25,000, 30,000, 35, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. 56,000 was the number to beat. We came $2,000 short. As we saw at the end there, we could have made another $1,000 if we had been a little bit more daring. We could have come $1,000 short. This is, without a doubt, the closest that I have ever gotten to beating Diamond. I can almost taste it. Victory is within my grasp. Maybe next time I'll have to try again. That is going to do it for this Board and Savior video. Please leave a like on the video. Please comment with your answer to this question. Which of these people would you like to see the least at this club if you were a dancer? My answer, it's tough. I mean, it's probably Dad, but Michael is really scary. Also, there's that guy who is like, you remind him of his daughter. You remind him of the daughter he never had. That's not good either. That's no good. Which is the worst, though? What do you think? Who's the worst? Yeah, please like and subscribe and get ready for this very game to be reviewed in like 2 weeks. That's coming. Don't hold your breath, or do if that's your kink. Bye-bye.